You're looking Gardendale High School. What a great little community and what a great high school as we get ready for Jeffco Ed television broadcast. Home of the Rockets. There you see it in the gymnasium. It's the Rockets, and they're going to play host to the Indians of Pinson Valley. Hello, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Matt Coulter along with Chris Osborne, set to bring you not just the girls, but the boys' basketball games. Will come here tonight on a chilly night. I don't know what it's going to be like this weekend. We're probably not going to talk about that. But it's a great night, what I'm saying. It's a great night to watch some high school basketball. When you look at these two teams on paper, they look pretty evenly matched. But when you go deep and you talk to Holly Berry, who's the head coach of Gardendale, it's, well, they're without two players. They're key players.
You know, right now, again, Gardendale is just a little bit over 500. Pinson Valley's struggling this year. But when you lose two key players for Gardendale, one out completely for the rest of the season. We're praying for her for a quick recovery. That's the coach's daughter, Layla Berry.
Already signed with UAB.
Right, and then you have Asia Jones, who's been recovering from an illness, so they're down a little bit. And for Pinson Valley, they're going to need some people to step up. They're also going to need Jayla Anderson to step up, as well as somebody we've seen before. That's Summer Addison.
Big-time inside player.
Absolutely.
Yep, we saw her play earlier, and let's hope that everything evens out here and we get some really good basketball games. And to go courtside, let's catch up with the one and only Ariel Schaefer.
The guys, to continue off that storyline with Gardendale, I just spoke moments ago to Coach Holly Berry, and she did give me some good news. Asia Jones will play tonight. She was overcoming an illness that put her out for about 2 weeks. She will make her return back onto the court in perfect timing to try to fill the void of what Layla Berry has been able to do. She did get the news that it's going to be a season-ending knee injury. It's non-surgical. She'll be out for about 6 weeks, but now she's going to have that opportunity to be a leader on the bench and encourage her teammates. Specifically, you got to look for Taylor Henry tonight. She's going to be key specifically down low as you have to try to stop Pinson Valley on the boards when you're talking about Summer Addison and what she's able to do. So that's a key matchup, Taylor Henry and Summer Addison. Watch those boards tonight as we get this game going. Guys?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we saw a lot of Pinson Valley's Summer Rain Addison. Can't get a name better than that. So she will be key inside for Pinson Valley. And we've already done one of their games so far this year. I was really looking forward to seeing Gardendale play because the mother-daughter tandem, you know, the Berries, the coach and her daughter, who unfortunately just in the last game, she went down to her PCL, not an ACL, which is fortunate. You know this. Right. You know injuries. So that's just 6 weeks of rehab, and she'll be okay. But guess what happens in 6 weeks?
Yeah.
The season's over.
Yeah. But, you know, obviously doing the right thing, making sure that the players are taken care of their health, right, is the most important thing as a coach. So fundamentals of coaching right there. So obviously not only the mother but the coach making the right decision for a child.
They're introducing the Lady Indians. They come in 6-14. They are 0-2 in area play. On the other side, on the right side of your screen, you see the cheerleaders in gray. They are 13-10. They are 1-1, having beaten Pinson Valley, and they have lost to Clay Chalkville. Of course, we know that because we were there.
Right, and at the bottom of your screen, you see the Pinson Valley starters for the night: Williams, Hall, Tinsley, Anderson, we talked about being a scorer, and Addison. So the 2As are going to have to really step up to be competitive tonight for Pinson Valley.
Williams and Addison operate on about 7+ points per game. Let's take a look at the homestanding girls, the lady girls, the Rockets. You've got Sanders. Asia, as you mentioned just a minute ago, Chris, she will play and then backed it up with Ariel at side court. But her minutes, I talked to Coach Berry, will be sparingly. She will play on limited, and you can know after coming off an illness, one of the things that will get to you immediately is fatigue because you've been lying down, you've been down, and so we will see how she is used in a limited role as long as you've got there, Asia, Devontae Everett, Taylor Henry, tallest player on the lineup at 5'10", and then who's really having to take over scoring and leading. You see on the far right, that is Sheila DeArmond. So we'll see how they all pick up for their Well, one's out, superstar averaging 21 points a game. And then you've got Asia averaging 17, but we'll just see how many minutes they get.
So I'll be interested to see if Coach Berry changes up her game plan a little bit. Obviously, with her key scorer out, who steps up and how do they score points and how do they defend that position. So it'll be interesting to see if they go down low a little bit more than they normally do.
I think the biggest place you'll see a change is defensively. I just don't think they'll run and cover as much as they've been doing so in the past because Coach Berry likes to press. We are underway here in Gardendale, home of the Rockets, taking on the Lady Indians on Jeffco Ed TV. Valley's just moving around. They're in black. That's Pinson Valley. Down in the corner, 3 ball put up. That is short and a shot by Summer Addison. She just stepped out and lost it. That might have been July Anderson. Gardendale in white with the dark red trim. High post, that's DeArmond. There's a shot put up, no good. Pinson Valley back the other way. Very much half court for the Lady Indians here early. Dribbling, that's Hall, Shea Hall. Now back out to the top of the key. Tinsley, runner, it goes.
Tinsley was over there wide open asking for the ball. She got it and she was able to convert.
Early on, 2-0 visitors. Off the foot. Both teams very patient on offense here, Chris.
Definitely half-court offense here. Setting up. Pinson Valley
in the corner.
In kind of a hybrid 2-1-2 defense in zone.
Baseline. Off balance hook, won't go. Offensive rebound. Oh, now there's a spin and a win right there.
Asia Jones coming up with the big surprise and cashing in. In the right place at the right time.
Really quick feet down underneath. Tinsley gives it up, high post. Round the horn, the 3, there's a foul underneath. 3-second violation. I believe that's what the call was. Either way, Gardendale with the basketball. Oh, stolen away, anticipated, stepped in the passing lane. Really great hustle by Anderson. She's a senior.
That pass was kind of telegraphed, and
exactly
she just
right.
jumped the route. Just wasn't able to keep it in.
Cross-court pass. And a gun low. That's Henry.
Pretty decent footwork from Henry right there. She wasn't able to convert anything, but I like seeing that footwork.
Jones with the basketball. Crossover dribble kind of spills out. About a 7-foot jumper put up, no good. All tied at 2. 5 to go here in the first quarter in Gardendale. That's Tinsley with the basketball. Thought about a tray, running jumper, too strong. Rebound, Henry. Gets it the other way.
And we should probably note that both these schools are Jeff Co-ed schools.
Yes, they are. Errant jumper along the baseline, giving it up. Here come the Indians. Oh, wide open 3. Too long. There's another 3. Pretty open there, too, and a rebound underneath. And here come the Rockets. Oh, this one is stolen away. That's Anderson. Easy two. Textbook layoff, left-handed off the top of the glass. And good. 4-2 lead now for Pinson Valley. Everett.
You know, I say all the time, when you move your feet, good things happen. And she anticipated that pass just like one of the trips down below before and jumped that pass, and then she had an easy, wide-open, fast break layup.
Foul away from the ball on July Anderson, the senior. She's going to take a little time on the pine. Well, it looks to me like Gardendale has slowed things down. They're going to play zone on defense and half court on offense simply because they don't have the players.
Right.
There's a nice drive off the glass, 2 for Asia Jones. So illness and all.
She's got 4.
Yeah, she ended up missing a couple of games. And Coach said at first we really didn't even know. She didn't know it. Show any sign. Baseline drive. That's Tinsley. Won't go too strong. Tie up underneath. Ball is loose. Lady Indians. Boy, this is a scramble, isn't it?
Everybody's scrapping.
They took it from the baseline all the way out to the left wing. Possession will remain with Pinson Valley. A 4-4 tie early. There's an open three. Didn't take it quick enough. Gives it up. Tinsley right in the middle of your screen. Dribbles right, puts up the soft floater. No, in fact, she dumps it inside at the last second. That's 2 points inside. Is it Addison?
I think that was 32, Levens.
All right, Levens is checked in. As the Rockets move it around. Quick first step. Great pass inside. Can't get it to drop. Sheila DeArmond. And here come the Indians the other way.
You know, I knew I had heard that name before. Her father was the golf coach at one of the Birmingham City schools. I want to say Jackson Olin.
At
DeArmond, yeah.
Inside pass. Batted away. Good defense. On the back, though,
super nice guy.
is Henry. She'll pick up the foul. Well, you're a golf guy. You're a golf coach.
Well,
you're a golfer.
That's a very unique name, and
Yeah.
And I kept wondering why. And I remember him last year saying that his daughter played basketball. So shout out to you, Coach DeArmond.
They've going to get her a couple of minutes to maybe wind down the first quarter. There's a 3-ball put up by Anderson, and she missed everything.
So, Matt, is this what you expected?
No, these two teams, we had them last year, and they just played it at a higher pace. Now, I tell you what I am glad to see is it's probably going to be low scoring and very close, which is what we want close. Driving jumper shot put up and good. There's Asia Jones showing no signs of having to take a couple of games off.
Let's have another look at this. Takes a step, stops, and pops.
Baseline 3 put up by Pinson Valley. That is an air ball. Rebound back out. Another 3 passed up by Tinsley, the other Tinsley. Out of bounds possession, Rockets. 1:10 remaining, first period. You know, see on our Jeff Coed scoreboard, all tied at 6.
Wanting to drive is, obviously admirable, but sometimes you have to just take the open 3.
Jones, great pass inside off the glass. Taylor Henry for 2. And we have a timeout. It's going to be called by Pinson Valley. And we'll take a break, too, on Jeff Coed TV.
This is Gardendale High School, where it's always a great day to be a Rocket. The Gardendale Rockets are Jeff Coed strong.
We get ready for the final few seconds of the first quarter. You're looking at the Rockets. Their head coach is Holly Berry.
Holly.
Right. Not Hallie, more Holly. More seasonable.
Oh,
Seasonal,
goodness.
if you will. Tinsley across the timeline, across the Gardendale logo. She'll run the show from there as again we see the Rockets drop back. Looks like a 2-3. Inbound pass, spin, back out. Shot by Tinsley, won't go. Long rebound. And here comes the Rockets without the numbers.
Nice
Might have a
dribbling there by Devonna Everett.
I like to see Jones' ball skills too. 3-ball won't go. Anderson has checked back in for Pinson Valley. And again, you see half court. Pass swatted away by Taylor Henry, the senior center.
That's a great use of her body, making herself big, not allowing that entry pass. Good defense by Henry.
Look at Coach Gillis in her third year at Pinson Valley. Oh, really nice, strong move going straight up at the buzzer, won't go. Really good hustle by who else but Asia Jones.
Yeah, nice little heave there.
As we end the first quarter of play here. 8-6, homestanding Rockets. Nice evening come inside for basketball, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's only going to get colder, so
Yeah.
Happy to be inside.
Are you ready? Do you have all your phones charged? Do you have some bottled water?
Got some wood for
You
the
got a fireplace?
fireplace. Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Well, I have gas, and that helps a lot, but when the TV goes out, that's when I get aggravated.
TV and internet,
Yeah,
that's the
it.
tough ones.
I hope everybody is prepared. It looks the last visuals I saw looked like everything really was going to be tough is above 20. Let's go to Ariel at side court. It's not. All
So
right,
Ariel,
Sorry, guys, IFE went out right there because the music is really loud. At least they got a banging DJ here. But I was inside the Pinson Valley huddle, and Coach was just really passionate and saying, hey, we got this. Just settle down and see what the defense gives you. We have a mismatch for a reason. Let's just set up the play and really utilize our height and that advantage. And don't give up. That's one thing she always preaches, Coach Gills, is passion, purpose. That's really part of their identity. So we're trying to get back on track here.
Jones drives the baseline, almost got a great roll. Instead, rebound Pinson Valley, and it's tied up, or we have a whistle for a foul. There's a foul.
that's going to be a foul.
Might have been on Taylor Henry. Pinson Valley has the basketball either way. Tinsley over to Tinsley. Trying to get it inside. Bounces away. We have just not heard a lot from Summer Rain.
We haven't, so maybe she'll get her motor running. That was a held ball. Possession's going to stay with Pinson Valley.
She has not marked, and she's their leading scorer. And as I talked about it, I thought she was going to bank one in for me. Instead, Gardendale's on the run. That's Asia Jones. Top of the key, Everett. Inside pass, errant pass.
That great 2-3 zone was able to keep them from making that interior pass and force the turnover.
Anderson came up with it. Really trying to get the ball indoors with that tight zone. Inside, indoors. Tinsley, soft jumper, pretty move. That's Raja Tinsley. She's just an 8th grader and runs the show. Ball bounced around on the floor at midcourt. Picking it up finally and taking control is Tinsley. Inside pass, Anderson 2.
What an assist to Anderson. She flashed, she was in the right place, and that pass had to be perfect, and it was.
And a little 4-0 run here for Pinson Valley. Everett. There's the inside pass, DeArmond. She's running the high post. Three-pointer from outside. That is up and good. She's got the hair on her numbers.
That's Harper Manning
Thank
with the
you.
3.
Harper
Squaring
Manning
up
with 3.
and draining it.
And we have a quick timeout. We'll take 1-2 on Jeffco.
We're Pinson Valley High School, promoting achievement, respect, and success. We're Jeff Co-Ed Strong. Fear the Spear, go Indians.
Yeah, we were just at Pinson Valley.
We were. We
Last
get
week.
around.
Yeah. Tuesday we'll be at Clay Chalkville. Always enjoy trips out there.
Yeah.
And then I think towards the end of the month we will be at Shades Valley. And our excellent producer, Kenneth Smith, sent me a little note, said, hey, get ready. Baseball in February. Are you ready for that?
Oh.
February baseball. All right. With the basketball in white here in the second quarter. That's Gardendale. Asia Jones is taking over for Layla Berry, who's out on a 21-point-per-game average. Tore a PCL. So Jones is really, she already was a top scorer and a leader, but she's had to up her game a little bit. There she is with the basketball, dribbling right side of the lane. There's the launch. She launches a 3. That's short. Here comes Tinsley with the basketball, but she's knocked to the floor and coming back with it. That's Henry.
So you got to look at the numbers. A little court vision there.
Henry with a 3. Got it!
She's got 5 on the night. Taylor Henry.
Check it out. Nice 4-shot camera work. Pinson Valley with the basketball. Leading. Tinsley. That's Shea Hall. Very open but very deep 3 for Tinsley. Now back outside. Hall passes up the 3. Now dribbling to the hole, putting the shot up. Won't get the roll.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That was such a great half-court offense for them to pass the ball around, look for the open shot, and not get it to fall.
Drive shot, no good by the Rockets. And a travel. I'm not putting anything on her, but I'm just amazed that from last year to this year, we watched her as a freshman, that Summer Rain Addison has not marked. Under 4 to go, first half. Down the corner, that's Anderson. Chris Spivey has checked in. She's in jersey 34.
So what they're doing in this zone, Maddie, is they are cheating down like you see there and collapsing, frustrating Summer Addison where she can't get a shot off.
Boy, they just collapsed 3 on her, and she was forced to put it back outside.
And I think they're challenging the rest of the players to step up and make a shot from the perimeter, right? So get the ball inside, collapse, and say, hey, if you want to kick it out, go for it.
Gardendale with the basketball. Across the timeline with the basketball, Devonna Everett. She's just a junior. Down in the corner, Henry with another three. She made her last one, won't on this one. Out of bounds, off the Rockets.
And here's the other thing that Gardendale's doing on defense to kind of neutralize Summer Addison is they've got 25 in there, Shackelford, Josie Shackelford, who is also a big, right? And so if you're going up against two bigs every time they sub and you're getting bounced around, that wears on you.
Anderson's going to drive the baseline around a couple of Rockets and up and in.
She's got 6 on the night.
She leads all scorers. With the basketball is Everett. Pinson Valley is certainly playing. They're still in a zone. It's a lot more aggressive. Henry drive, shot good. Taylor Henry.
She's got 7 on the night for Henry. So both teams starting to wake up a little bit, right? Kind of find their identity in this game.
Anderson. Left-handed dribble, back outside, around the horn. Go the Indians. Anderson lost control of the basketball. Henry's got it.
Indians are going to have to find somebody that can make that outside shot and make Gardendale respect them.
Launching a three, up and good by Devonna Everett. It's a big three.
It
Gives them a
was.
7-point lead. Anderson, cross-court pass, control lost by Spivey. Gathered it up before midcourt. And we got a walk.
Yeah, you're not going to keep it close making mistakes like that. You know, you got to settle down, know where you're going with the ball.
Rockets with an 11-4 run. Trying to take a little bit more control as we go into the half at 1:25 remaining. Everett, who just made the three, drives the lane. Double dribble.
Yeah, as soon as she got into traffic, she got a little unsure about that dribble. Forced the turnover there.
Pinson Valley with the basketball, trailing 7. Again, they're looking to try and get it inside to Addison. Instead, they throw the basketball away, and here come the Lady Rockets. Taylor Henry. Henry and Jones have really run the show here for Gardendale. Short jumper, Jones won't go. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Oh.
Comes back.
Good heads-up play, but her teammates were not paying attention in that moment. Thought it was out.
Rockets in white with the basketball and the lead. There's Henry. She's played well this first half. She drew the foul in the lane, and we'll see free throws for the first time this evening. We haven't seen a lot of fouls, period, have we?
No, we have not. But we haven't seen a lot of shooting, right? I mean, there have been a few threes, a lot of open baskets under the goal, right?
Henry got it. It's now an 8-point lead.
Speaking of 8, Henry has 8 on the night. Let's see if she can make it 9, and she does.
She is already above her average. We got 15 seconds remaining here. Pinson Valley with the basketball. Like to get a bucket before they go to the locker rooms. Back outside. There's Addison. Yeah. Finally, she drew net. The sophomore. At the end of the half, shot put up. And we will go to the break. with homestanding Gardendale leading it by a score of 21-14. R.L. Schaefer will be grabbing Coach Berry here at the half. We'll get the signal and take it away, Ariel.
All right, Coach, your offense is really starting to get comfortable in that second quarter, partly in take of what Taylor Henry's been able to do. What did you like about her this second quarter?
Absolutely. She's looking to be really aggressive with the ball. She's a senior, she's a leader, and she's kind of, had to take on multiple roles for us this season, but now she's got to be a scorer, and she's doing a great job.
You guys also utilizing a zone defense to really disrupt their front court. What did you like about your defensive pressure?
Yeah, I think we're doing a great job inside jamming up the big, and then we're rebounding really well out of it. I was a little concerned. Rebound out of a zone can be tough, but they're doing a fantastic job. Really proud of the half that we've had.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
She's such a likable person and played 4 years at UAB. She's also done some ESPN Plus color work. I said, well, we need to work together. And she said, Matt, I think we did 30 years ago. You just don't remember. Anyway, she tipped me off before the game that they were going to play a lot of zone because of their limited number of players. And I didn't want to spill the beans. In fact, she said, hold that. But I think it's okay for me to tell you now because
we've seen it.
It's been pretty obvious on Jeffco Ed TV. Just one more story about what a marvelous era we are enjoying as far as technology is concerned. This is a big reason what we're doing on Jeffco Ed TV. But when I went to see her in the locker room, she was watching her middle school son play basketball. Middle school now, JV, in Vestavia. With technology. It's
allows
everywhere.
You to be at two places at one time.
All right, let's take a break with Gardendale in control on Jeffco Ed TV.
Our program is primarily geared towards doing things like graphic design. We use programs like Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, a little bit of After Effects, things like that. And so one of the things that we were working on as we do that is just trying to get into the world of video editing and things like that. And one of the things about that is just making sure the equipment that you have being a good quality equipment. When you're dealing with high quality microphones, high quality cameras, high quality lights, and just really working to make sure that our students are going into something that is like an industry standard. So we want to make it where when a person graduates from my class, they can go into a workplace and see the equipment that they were already trained on, right? And so that's kind of my experience. When I took ad design when I was in high school, and then when I went to work, I was in Auburn University, I went into a print shop and I said, I know how to do these things, and because I knew those things, they instantly said, can you start today? And we also have other things in the room like these interchangeable backgrounds, and then these lights can be reconfigured to kind of work on that. So we've had some of our sports teams have already come in and used this room to do like a photo shoot and things like that. Having that knowledge and having that ability and being able to grow and say, I already know these things, I already know how to do these things, you don't have to spend time training me, is really one of the benefits of career tech.
Weeks of work, by machine and by hand, all to support women experiencing hair loss.
We made beauty bands and hair caps for people who has lost their hair to make them feel beautiful and just to kind of boost their confidence.
Zanaya Bergens, 12th grader at Pinson Valley High School, is a part of the Skills USA Salon Management Group that makes these beauty bands and caps. For years, the student-led organization has donated their creations to local groups.
To see something in person and knowing that it's made for your organization, it's a different type of feeling. I'm just so grateful to God for allowing me to be here to receive this from my organization.
This month, students presented their donations to Sandy Green, president and founder of Don't Stare, Just Ask, #Alopecia.
I'm just so excited to be able to make someone smile, to make someone happy, to make someone know that you're not alone.
Providing support to those with hair loss is a personal mission for Sandy. She was diagnosed with alopecia more than 25 years ago. What was once a source of shame has now become something Sandy embraces and helps others embrace too.
I model for alopecia. I'm a spokesperson for alopecia. I wrote 2 alopecia books, one about my journey and one for children. And it's just been so awesome to be a spokesperson for something that I hid for so long, but now I'm freely talking about it. I have children in my organization as well, and it warms my heart because the youngest one is 7, and I don't know if I could be bald at 7 without being shameful, hiding it. And these girls have power, these girls have strength, and they're not ashamed of who they are.
This feeling of empowerment, something Sandy and students hope to spread through these donations.
It made me feel good to be giving back and helping others and making others feel beautiful.
For Jeff Coed TV, I'm Emma Owen.
We are back. There you see it, home of the Rockets. We are in Gardendale, Alabama. Girls basketball, homestand in Gardendale is leading the visitors from Pinson Valley. Nice crowd on hand, 21-14. Ariel is courtside. She's awaiting the arrival of Pinson Valley's head coach Gillis. She'll get a chance to catch up with her and see how she feels she can come back from the 7-point deficit here at the half.
7 points, certainly not insurmountable, but obviously Pinson Valley's going to have to do some work to get this thing, back into a manageable situation.
Well, let's find out right now. Ariel?
All right, Coach, down by 7, but a whole half to go. What was the message in the locker room to kickstart momentum to start this third quarter?
Defense. We got to make sure we stop the penetration, get boxed out, and try to get some transition points. Also believe, play hard. We got 2 players down, but next person up. So that's what we're playing, the next person up. So we only down by 7. We're going to go out here and play, defend the paint, and get a couple of stops and try to score.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck.
She's a very affable coach. Talked to her many times. We've done a few of her games. Coach Gillis.
Gil's been at Pinson Valley for 3 years.
3 years, 9 years as a head coach. Thanks for that. Sometimes I just don't read as well as I used to. It is Gil's. She's been in coaching 21 years, including her time at Pinson Valley and also Fairfield and Centerpoint. And another thing she didn't mention, but I'm sure it's on her menu, and that's get Addison the ball. She had, a bucket in the first half?
Right, and so the way that's going to happen, and we saw this kind of with Clay Chalkville, right? When they play Pinson Valley, is Pinson Valley is going to have to spread that offense, right? They're going to have to break that zone by pulling the guards away from being able to collapse very easily to give Addison a chance to get the ball, turn, and make an easy, 7-foot jumper or an easy, with footwork layup. That's what's going to have to happen, because if they continue to collapse, they're going to continue to neutralize her scoring.
As we begin the third quarter of play, in black, visitors of Pinson Valley, Lady Indians. In white, homestanding Gardendale, with what looks like kind of gold trim with gold numerals with black trim. But here, we are off and running. Taylor Henry had a great first half. Ball batted away inside, and here comes Pinson Valley.
There's that defense that Gill said she wanted to see instantly. First possession, able to get a steal.
Made threes will loosen things up, won't they?
That's what I said. Pinson has got to show that they can make something, even if it's not a three, just around the top of the key.
Ball batted away inside. 2 quick turnovers in half-court offense. Taylor Henry gives it up to Asia Jones. Down in the corner. Not enough time to shoot the three.
That was Chloe Sanders. Chloe Sanders has been kind of quietly open a lot. Her teammates are going to have to find her and see if, again, in the corner.
There she is with the basketball.
Let her let that thing go.
Asia Jones drives off the glass too.
Asia's got 8 on the night.
She and Taylor pretty much all the offense for Gardendale. Lady Indians cross court past Tinsley down to Anderson.
Well, we asked the question who was going to step up for Gardendale, and I think we see it. It's Henry and Jones.
Inbound pass. Addison passed up. Chance to put it off the glass and with a pass. Now she's inside. She got 2. Lefty made it. She's got 4. Get her warmed up. You'll get Pinson Valley warmed up. Everett passes it over. Is it Chloe? I got to look at the replay here.
That was Chloe.
You called it. That time she had enough time to actually get the ball off without being contested.
That's right. Set her feet, look at that rim, and hoist that shot.
10-point lead, largest by either team. Indians want to cut into that right now. 5.5 mark, but not in a lot of hurry.
Getting some instructions from Coach Gills in order to run this the way that she wants it to be run.
Summer comes all the way out and a high post, now drops back down, low post.
That's exactly what I was saying, Maddie. They've got to spread the defense just like that. Gives her a look, and she scores.
There you go. Summer Rain. Addison, the sophomore, has a quick 4 points here in the second half for a total of 6. We've got a whistle. I believe they're going to call a foul on Tinsley. I'll check the official. Yes, that's number 1. Zayna Tinsley. She's just a 7th grader. Let's look at Devonna Everett. Had a big 3 back in the second quarter. Inside, try to get it to Henry. Ball is loose. The Armin won't go. Get it inside. Anderson.
That's going to be on the back there.
DeArmond, one of the real leaders of this Gardendale basketball team, especially having to step up. As we mentioned in the first half, Layla Berry, their leading scorer, their point guard, their do everything, injured her. Actually, she partially tore her PCL. She's out for the remainder of the season. That's a great steal. That's Everett going coast to coast off the glass, too strong. Now, with some numbers, here comes Pinson Valley.
She had a 2-on-1. You gotta use that, right?
Yeah, give up the pass. Anderson touched it. Now driving the lane, putting off the glass. It's Tinsley. It won't go. Rebound put up. It won't go either. And the shot by Levens. Now there's Anderson with a couple offensive rebounds. She's going to draw the foul on Taylor Henry.
This is where you can really help your team in a situation like this. These 2 free throws matter. She heard me.
Yes, she did. The senior bagged it for you.
She's got 7 on the night.
DeArmond's going to come out. Shackelford will come back in, one of the other players that Coach Barry told me is going to have some precious minutes tonight. She makes them both. And another substitution, as Summer Addison will check back in.
And all of a sudden, we're back to a 6-point game.
Well, what Coach Gills told us coming out of the break, they listened. Henry with an elbow in the chest of Tinsley, now dribbles it back out. Everett has it blocked by Summer. On the run, got the numbers. Can she lay it off the glass with the touch? That's Tinsley, the 8th grader.
Way to wrangle that ball. That pass was a little bit in front of her, but it was where it had to be in order for her to make that layup. And that was an assist, no dribble.
6-0 run here over the last minute for Pinson Valley. And we have another stoppage in play. And looks to me like Jones is going to the free throw line. Just a sophomore, averaging 17 a game. Got it. Love to see him make free throws. Get up there, go through your method, go through your muscle memory. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Made
dribbles.
Free throw here would have put her at double figures. Comes up a little short.
I talked her right into laying that one off the side of the rim. 3:30 left, third quarter. Good basketball game here on Jeffco Ed TV. We're in Gardendale, Alabama, Jefferson County. Inside, Addison. Is it tied up? Did they get a foul? Tell you who was hanging on for dear life under the bucket was Everett.
Everybody is collapsing. Everybody's trying to defend that middle.
Pinson Valley's basketball. Hall will inbounds underneath their own bucket. Lengthy pass out to Tinsley.
Addison's working hard in the paint. She just can't get open at the high post there. Rotating.
Shackelford and DeArmond have done a good job defending her in the post, both low and high.
Levens and Addison kind of occupying the same space.
Oh, great entry pass to Addison, too strong off the glass. It'll be Pinson Valley's basketball. Anderson checks back in for Pinson Valley. When she goes out, it is very limited. Five-point basketball game. It was 10 Rockets. The Indians have cut back into it. But here comes Gardendale. Free ball down in the short corner. Shackelford gets the rebound.
And shuffles her feet. And let's check that, Maddie. That was Demetria Levens that went out, not Summer Addison. They both are wearing leg sleeves, and I think that's
Anderson, turnaround in the lane, won't go for Pinson Valley. And the Indians will have the basketball. There's a DeArmond comes back in for Gardendale for Shackelford. And they have been swapping in and out as they defend Summer Addison. Henry launches a three. Oh, it just wouldn't stay down. Great offensive rebound. Now there's a battle for it on the floor. Scrapping is Everett. That's Jones, rather.
Tie ball. This time it's going to go to the Rocket, to Pinson Valley, excuse me.
1:56 left, third quarter. Good basketball game. First quarter was kind of a little touch and go as far as the pace and the tempo, but they both leveled off to play a lot of zone and a lot of half-court offense. And that's what you're seeing from Pinson Valley right now. That's Hall down in the corner. Tinsley on the right wing. Boy, they are really bringing Addison out front. The high key, top of the key. Indians force a turnover. Watch two. She's got the basketball. Lob inside and a great pass, and it's finished off by DeArmond.
Have another look there. Wide open layup. Good hands to wrangle that ball.
Good bucket by Sela.
That's her first two.
A junior and a leader of this Lady Rockets basketball team. Gives them a little bit more comfortable lead at +7.
All right, you got numbers there. You got to do something with it. Oh, missed opportunity.
Anderson will launch the three. High arc, too high, too long. They get the rebound, though. Here comes Tinsley driving. She's caught in no man's land. We've got a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Gills, and we'll take 1-2 as the Rockets are up 7 on Jeffco Ed TV.
Our health science program here at Hueytown High School helps our students to become aware of all the different kinds of employment opportunities they have in healthcare.
After graduating, I was able to get a job at Publix Pharmacy as a certified pharmacy technician.
They get CPR certified. We also have a mental health worker credential this year and a community health worker credential this year.
There's a look at the girls in white, the Rockets, around their head coach, Holly Berry. And the other huddle, you got Coach Gills from Pinson Valley. They're looking for their 7th win of the season against 14 losses. Meanwhile, Gardendale is at 13-10 and 1-1 in area play.
So maybe Ariel had a look into either one of these huddles. Ariel, what'd you hear?
Guys, this message is simple from Coach Gills. We just got to be able to finish. We started off this third quarter strong. This game is all about a game of runs, and we cannot let them in. Let's set things up and try to end this quarter on a good note.
And they've got the basketball. That's Tinsley driving through the lane. Ball stolen away by Everett. Rockets on the run. Asia Jones spins, drops, and got the roll just over the rim.
Have another look at that. Spin to the inside toward the bucket, and the nice put in.
Extends the lead now back to 9. Their largest lead at 10. There's a long three put up just before the buzzer by Tinsley. It will not go. And we will go to the fourth quarter with the Rockets up by 9 on Jeffco Ed TV.
We need more drivers, but we need folks more than that who want to make a difference.
It's the best job in the world. Bus drivers are doing a tremendous job in receiving kids each day with a smile, sending them home each day with a smile, making a difference in their lives.
Most bus drivers are there to invest in the children as well as to gain an investment for themselves. We're excited that you're interested in being a bus driver trainer. The potential is great about changing lives.
Fourth quarter update from Ariel Schaefer.
Well, heading into this final quarter, the Rockets are really going to be relying on their leadership. And one of their leaders that head coach Holly Berry looks to is Devonna Everett. She called her one of their unsung heroes in the first game that we did cover them many weeks ago. It was against Hueytown, saying that Devonna Everett is one of the heart and souls of this Rockets program, and that's just because of the hustle plays she makes. She may not score the most points, but she's always in those hustle plays, diving for loose balls, makes a difference on the floor. That's why she's been having those ball handling responsibilities just to give some pressure off of Asia Jones coming back, but she's one of the heartbeats and one of the kickstarters for the Rockets.
Outstanding point, and as you said, she puts up about a 15-footer. It will not go, but she does a lot of things that don't end up on a score sheet. Nice job, Miss Schaefer. Back on the other end in black, that's Pinson Valley with the basketball, trailing by 9. Hall drives, baseline, couldn't get the roll. There's Chloe with a rebound. Chloe Sanders, just a junior. She may be the other side. She's kind of other side of the court with Everett. They don't get a lot of numbers.
Right, but she's always open, so you got to watch her. She did make a three earlier at, just over her head. So we know that she can shoot the three ball, so you can't just leave her alone.
Jarman got the rebound for Gardendale. There's Coach Berry. And then errant pass, trying to get it back out for a three.
Husband-wife coaching duo. Husband coaches the boys, who we'll see shortly. Family
Good couple.
affair.
Yeah, no, like I said, watching the middle school game.
How about those shoes, Matt? He hadn't said anything about
Wow,
shoes.
now those shoes have a different top bow area. I don't believe I've seen the color. I like the pink, but I think I've seen that particular make. All right, Pinson Valley's got to scrap their way back in here. They are down 9, 7 minutes to go in the basketball game, just under 7. She's got to get some score. They got to get Summer Addison to basketball. Driving the lane is Hall. She walked.
She did. You know, I'm almost thinking that in order to get Addison involved, they're going to have a give and go and not try to pass it in. Right?
Good point.
I'd like to see if Addison's at the top of the key, maybe take one dribble, shake up the defense, and then stop with that little 7 to 8 foot jumper if she has that in her toolbox.
Chloe with a basketball. Chloe Sanders gives it up to Asia Jones. Up, ball stolen away. Anderson right at the top of the key. On the run, other end of the floor, too strong. Can't get it to go off glass, and she touches it out of bounds. Great steal, just couldn't finish. Isn't that what Coach Gills told us?
Yeah, you got to finish. I mean, Pinson Valley is getting their opportunities and their looks. It's just it's a difference between getting an opportunity and seizing it.
Gardendale with this lead in no hurry, unless they just get a quick open shot. DeArmond, top of the key. Chloe Sanders, near foul in front of the Gardendale bench. Driving. Taylor Henley is swatted away. That's Henry swatted away by Summer.
Yeah.
Henry just drives through the traffic, puts up the shot, and draws the foul. She has played really hard here tonight.
You know, Summer Addison only has 6 in the night, but, you know, that block was a big block, you know.
Your two centers going right at it. Addison with the block. Quick inbounds pass. Taylor Henry can't get it to go, and I believe they're going to get Anderson over the back. Henry wasted no time getting to the free throw line. She knows where she's supposed to go. Couple of free throws here. And we hadn't seen many free throws.
You hadn't, but she's made 3 already.
Yeah,
free
all
throws.
3 of hers. Second one.
Make that 4.
Yeah, we didn't talk her out of that. We got a whistle, stoppage and play real quick at substitution. As it looks like Gardendale may go a little bit taller, and they don't have a lot of tall players.
They don't, but I like the game plan that Holly Berry has, switching those bigs out to kind of wear Addison down, and you know, so far it's worked because we know what a player Summer Addison is. She just, again, has not been able to get the ball and do anything with it.
The free throws gave Gardendale an 11-point lead back in the half-court offense.
So part of what I'm seeing in the front court is they've got to give her the ball as soon as she flashes and she's open, right?
Right. Anderson.
Like now, give her the ball there, right?
Ball scrambled for her.
She's open. There you go.
She get hooked. Remember, in high school basketball in Alabama, there are no 1-and-1s. If a team has 5 fouls in a quarter of 8 minutes, if they have 5, then the other team will just get 2. You get 2 free throws on every foul after 5, and you don't go to the line to shoot 1 unless it's the and 1.
Right. Tamara Gills wanted that timeout. She's trying to get her girls to regroup, right, with the 4:52 that's left.
Yeah, and as much as they want to play the half-court offense, they're going to have to run it with a much more sense of urgency, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Tempo is key here, but with tempo comes making the baskets, right? They can run the break. We know they're athletic, but can they finish, right?
Breaking the action here. I like this gym. Well set up. Good room around the perimeter.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of sporting events here, wrestling, basketball, you name it.
And we did wrestling this past Saturday. Is it this Saturday? This Saturday we did basketball.
Ago.
Two Saturdays
we did
ago.
middle school basketball championship. Congratulations to the Rudd Middle School. Is it Indians?
Yep,
yeah,
they're the Indians under Pinson Valley, and then Pleasant Grove on the girls. We'll have a little bit more on that. In our second game, which, by the way, boys, girls, Pinson Valley. And Gardendale. Guys will take the floor here at the conclusion. Out of bounds. Chloe Sanders will inbound it. And she gets the basketball down in the corner. That's Taylor Henry. On the other side, Gardendale has no urgency.
Right, and you know, Gardendale has to be proud of the way they've played tonight because they had to reinvent themselves, right? They lost a key player. They had one key player coming back, but still there's dynamics there that have to be shifted, and so good job for them.
Gardendale in white with their largest lead at 11. Taylor Henry. Left-handed dribble. Nicely defended by Addison. Asia Jones about to check in. Chloe Sanders will just tone it down a little bit. Just keep the clock running, the ball moving. Everett, short jumper, air ball. DeArmond got the rebound and it's tied up with her and a little girl. That was Shea Hall. And Anderson will get a quick breather as she commits the team's fourth foul of the fourth quarter. That's Tinsley with the basketball. With now to Hall. There's the running jumper. It won't go. Rebound, Gardendale. 3:18 left. Asia Jones, unless she just finds something wide open, I think she's just going to dribble with Tinsley for a while.
The old weave figure eight.
Boy, what a nice twist by Jones. Tried to get it inside to DeArmond, ball batted away, and here come the Indians, and they've got to really have a sense of urgency as they trail by 11.
Yeah, at this point, you can't pass up open shots, right?
And Hall will not. It's too strong. Great rebound by Asia Jones, and she'll pull it back out. Two and a half to go. Rockets pretty much in control, which they took about midway through the second quarter. The Indians made a great run early in the third quarter, got it back down to 4, I believe.
They did.
But now it's a letter steal by Pinson Valley. Off the glass, no good, but drawing the foul is Shea Hall. At this point in the game, do you contest that? Do you kind of just let it go in and get the basketball back and kill more clock?
No, I think you want them to contest that, right? Because if you don't contest it now, you may not contest it when it really matters. So keep playing, 2 minutes left. Don't assume.
I agree. Stay on the throttle defensively no matter what the time is on the clock. There's a good look at Shea Hall, the left-hander. I thought it was going to find a way to climb out, but it did not. Cuts the lead back to 10.
And that's her first point for tonight.
Sophomore guard for the Lady Indians. She wears a yellow and blue combination shoe.
Right. And you also have to remember, too, this Pinson Valley team is young, right? I think as they mature, they will find their identity, shoot more, not make as many mistakes.
Chloe Sanders picked up the loose ball. Gardendale across midcourt. And Asia Jones was driving to the lane. DeArmond ended up with it. She got her own rebound. Now we got bodies flying. Basketball go to Pinson Valley. Tinsley inbounds to Tinsley. Anderson with a long three. I thought that had nothing but net, but it was a little bit short.
It did look really good when it left her hand.
You heard Coach Gills say coming out of the locker room, she had a couple of players down too.
Yeah.
So both of these teams kind of limped into this one. Down in the corner, Hall, inbounds pass. That's the Summer Rain. Now back out, Anderson got it. You need a couple more of those, you never know.
Yeah.
Lead back down to 7. Now they're going to foul. Out of bounds first. Gardendale's basketball. You know, you get it around 6 or 7 with a minute and a half left. All the chances in the world, right?
Anything is possible.
And there's a steal. That's Hall. Hall takes it down court, gives it up nicely, but not handled by Tinsley.
Well, here's the challenge there. She gave it up too late, right? You've got a 2-on-1 situation. Make it easy, right? Make a good pass so your teammate can finish. Great idea, unselfish, just a little too late.
Anderson over to Tinsley.
All right, where's that sense of urgency?
Yep, got to have it. Anderson with about a 27-footer short. Out of bounds, Gardendale's possession.
You know, I almost think she takes 2 steps up. That really has a chance. High arcing ball, just fell way short.
Hey, don't forget, the boys are coming up in just a couple of minutes right here on Jeff Co-Ed TV.
This is Gardendale High School, where it's always a great day to be a Rocket. The Gardendale Rockets are Jeff Co-Ed strong.
And they are strong now. They lead at 33-26, 104 remaining in the basketball game. Lady Rockets and the Lady Indians out of Pinson Valley, Jefferson County Schools here on Jeff Co-Ed TV. It's Matt and Chris, Ariel. Like I said, going to the break. We'll bring you another one here in just a couple of minutes. Gardendale. Sure they're going to foul quickly. Now, Asia Jones may not let them. Errant pass, out of bounds. No, back in bounds is tipped. But the Indians have the basketball. Driving is Anderson. She's going to take it herself and got it blocked by Jones and then pushes her. And that may be more than just a personal foul. That might be a technical. Anderson was frustrated when she really should have just given up the basketball.
Yeah.
July Anderson, a senior. I think she's probably going to sit down here for a couple of minutes. Levins will check back in. They're explaining to the scorekeeper. Can you read the lips over there? Tell me what's going on.
Ariel?
It might, guys, this might be a double technical. I'm not positive. He held the T sign up twice, and that's why he's giving Coach Holly Berry an explanation right now. Definitely words were exchanged.
So it could be one on each.
It looks like it might be a double technical.
Thank you for that, Ariel.
Yeah.
I think you are exactly right.
Anderson will sit. Gardendale will have the basketball, 48.4 left and a 7-point lead.
So that's interesting. If it's a double technical, do they offset because nobody's shooting?
Nobody did shoot. You're right. Good question. I'm sure that's the case.
Look up that rule.
Henry the basketball. She's going to get fouled here in a minute. Maybe not. Ball stolen away or tied up. I thought Addison had a chance to pick it clean. She could not. And again, there's the hustle of number 5.
Right. And
that Miss Schaefer, that Ariel was talking about.
That's going to be ruled a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Gardendale.
And that's between one of the smallest players on the court and one of the tallest players on the court. Good hustle. Asia Jones fouled. Tinsley right there in the Gardendale logo. So you got to make these free throws to put it away. You know, right now it's a 3-possession basketball game with a 7-point lead. You make a couple here, and she does. Lead now back to 8. Won't go. So again, that lead 34-26.
Gotta
Pinson
take
Valley.
one. Can't
Gotta
wait.
take one quick. You are so right. Launches at Tinsley from 3-point range, top of the key, won't go. Chloe Sanders picks up the loose ball, the rebound, and here comes Gardendale, and I'm not sure Pinson Valley is going to press it with 10 to go. Baseline, Chloe Sanders. Boy, she had the wide open 3.
She did.
Sportsman that she is. She just pulled it up and gave it back out front to Everett. And the Rockets, without their leading scorer and leader, and the coach's daughter, Layla Berry, will come out of here with a 34-26 win.
They executed exactly what they wanted to do. They frustrated the big for Pinson Valley, which was Summer Addison, and she only scored 6 points tonight, which is below
We've
her
seen
average.
her in freshman and as a sophomore, and I don't believe I've ever seen her not get into double digits.
So well played by Gardendale. Pinson Valley obviously has a little more work to do.
Ariel is standing by. And there, she's got Holly Berry with her right now.
Coach, to start that third quarter, Pinson Valley came out hot, but your team found an answer. What can you say about the consistency and grit your team showed towards the end?
I'm so proud. You know, we got some news yesterday about our team that was, you know, pretty devastating, and everybody was locked into this season and finishing this season strong. And with a game like that today, I know that's what they're going to do. They played their butts off.
Someone who played their butt off tonight was Asia Jones, specifically that block towards the end. You know, how impressed were you with her coming off an illness and playing the way she did tonight?
I know her. I've known her since she was 6th, 7th grade, and that's just her personality. She's not going to let it. She would have been back out here the day of, you know, the diagnosis if she could have been. She's a fighter. She's a tough kid, and we are glad to have her back tonight.
I'm curious on what you told Devonna Everett, because she definitely had some hustle plays towards the end. What did you tell her?
She is mighty, and I told her she can be mighty with her play. She don't have to be mighty with her words, and I think her emotions got the best of her right there. In a tough battle, that's going to happen, but I'm super proud of her fight, and she always finds a way to come down with the ball no matter what.
Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You know, that's really good to know that Everett and Anderson got into it, and then how the officials handled that at the very end of the basketball game. They did so expertly and expeditiously, and they got back to play. No other word of it. And that's probably the last. They may hear a little of it. There might be a few steps involved, do you think?
Maybe some suicides.
Yeah. But anyway, the victory goes to the homestanding Rockets. The Lady Rockets win it. The men, the boys will be taking center stage here in just a minute. But let's wrap it up. We'll continue here in just a few moments on Jeffco Ed TV.